He's getting on in years, but he's put quite a lot of good runs together lately. Now Rollin on the River is in. Binary Lad comes forward. Tony McAvoy with his first starters at Dubbo, and had a runner here earlier on which ran fourth, and he's got Angel Child, the favourite, engaged here with Greg Ryan on board. Greg's ridden 2 winners here already today. Lucky Murphy, giving him a test at the 1600. Usually gets back in the field, so might suit him. He's always a horse, shows a lot of promise. Now just a few problems about to come up. Bluey's Bolt back behind them. A Lucky Hand, it came from last to finish second behind a stablemate Darkness in the recent Menduran Cup and non-tab meeting. Gavin Groth, the trainer of both those horses. Now Lucky Hand kept on the move, as is Lucky Murphy. Angel Child is taken hold of by a barrier attendant there. Greg Ryan's dismounting from Angel Child. And it looks as though they might lead that mare forward railless. So in the gates, Bigart, Rollin on the River, Binary Lad, just a few problems. Final event of the day will be the Dubbo Cup, and it's got a very good field. Good quality gallopers in the Dubbo Cup to follow this event. So this is the Kingsall Jewellers Class 3 handicap over the 1600 metres. And Angel Child is back behind the gate. This track looks beautiful here today at Dubbo. Now, Lucky Hand goes out, Bluey's Belt. Now, I think she might be giving him a bit of problems here, Angel Child. She looks as though she's got her feet set in concrete there. She's just refusing to move. And they're really straining those barrier attendants to try and push us forward. There's about 6 or 7 of them were pushing her up into the gate. She's gone in, has she? And Greg Ryan will soon be back in the saddle. Yes, she's in the gates, the favourite, Angel Child, and they're almost set to go here. Stand by for a start. 1600 metres. Race 7 at Dubbo. Starter still holding them. Red light's on now, and they're ready to go. Off and racing, Binary Lad got the best of the start, just a few problems, runs up the second, Bluey's Bolt third. Angel Child straight into a good spot, running fourth in Beer Gut. It's over on the inside of Rollin on the River, Bresway. Lucky Murphy second last, and Lucky Hand is at the tail of the field. So just a few problems takes on Binary Lad as they've got about 1200 to go. Bluey's Bolt going around the outside, being followed by Angel Child, who's now off the rails. She's throwing her head around too. Over on the inside, Beer Gut, followed by Bresway, Rollin on the River. Then comes Lucky Murphy, and Lucky Hand from last as the pace really slowed in front. Just a few problems. The jockey's got a stranglehold on it, and it leads by about 3/4 of a length out of Bluey's Bolt. Now, Lucky Hand has gone from last. The pace was that slow that this noted back marker has raced to the lead and skips away by about 3 or 4 lengths over just a few problems. Then Bluey's Bolt, Bresway, Angel Child, Binary Lad, Beer Gut, Rollin on the River, and Lucky Murphy, as they sprinted, dropped away about 3 or 4 lengths last. So Lucky Hand comes down with 500 to go, leads out by a couple now to just a few problems. Around the outside, Bluey's Bolt, Angel Child's going to get a lovely run on the rails, Bresway. Further out then, starting to run home, was Rollin on the River, and Lucky Murphy's a long way off them. It's Lucky Hand just the leader. Angel Child knuckling down to the task is coming now at Lucky Hand. Angel Child, Ryan gets busy. Lucky Hand sticking with it. Angel Child in front, gets about a length clear. Now it starts to draw away, and Angel Child beat Lucky Hand. Beer got another good run for third. Then Bresway, Bluey's Bolt, Lucky Murphy didn't ever really get into it. Rollin on the River was next in from just a few problems, and last in was Binary Lad. Well, it was ridden a perfect race, Angel Child, by Greg Ryan, and it gets up to win here. Number 1, $1.90, $1.20 over 9. Lucky Hand, $3. And number 4, Beer Gut, at $1.90. Yeah, the pace really slackened off as they left the back there, and pace really slackened off as they left the back there, and there's a few of them got shuffled back in the field, and but Greg Ryan was able to negotiate a lovely run on the straight for Angel Child, and Tony McAvoy, that would be his first winner here at Dubbo, and he trains at Hawkesbury, that champion trainer. 1947, 1, 9, 4 and 7. And the winner is number 1, Angel Child, ridden by Greg Ryan. A Bay Mare 5 by Anna Barr out of Regal Thrills, trained by Tony McAvoy for the Crestfield Syndicate. Second place has gone to number 9. It's a very good run too, Lucky Hand, and I thought it was a good ride by Sue Big because the pace was that slow that she took matters into her own hands, and the horse really fought on well. It's trained by Gavin Groth at Gunnedah. Third to number 4, Beer Gut. Keeps racing well, this 9-year-old. Was ridden by Claire Nutman for the Forbes trainer Dennis Bush, and fourth was number 7, Bresway. 1947, 3/4 by 2 1/4, 137.74. There beat some beautiful trophies, I believe, to be given out at the presentations later on from Kings Hall Jewellers. So anyway, Mark Dale will tell you all about that after we get the weight through. Now, race 8 is the $50,000 Milestone Hotel Dubbo Cup. Scratch number 2, Capital Commander, and scratch number 9, Miss Tada. And don't forget there'll be a courtesy bus going back to the Milestone Hotel after the last race. And they've got live music on there. It's a wonderful entertainment venue. And Sally Roberts, the manager there, is she'll make sure you have a great night at the Milestone Hotel tonight, the sponsor of the Dubbo Cup.
Yeah, thank you, Dave. I'll be the first one. In fact, I'll drive the courtesy bus there. I don't know whether I'll be driving at home, though. Well, Tony, we spoke earlier. You said it's your first trip to Dubbo. I'm tipping it won't be your last year. That was a gutsy effort by that mare. She's not a big mare by Anna Barr, but she had to dig deep today.
Yeah, she did. She did a good job with the 59 on her back. As you say, she's not overly big, and it was a funny run race. They sort of went along nicely, and Greg got her into a beautiful spot, and then the tempo came right out, and she really didn't enjoy it. She was throwing her head around, and I thought for a moment he was going to take off, and then something did the job for him. So then she picked up really well, and it was a good, tough effort.
Well, obviously there might be a race back in the provincials for her now, just to test the depth with her. I mean, you know, she can carry weight, and she had a bit of guts today, didn't she?
She really did. The key to this little mare, I think, is to get her out over further. She's a 2,000-2,400 mare, and I've always thought that she's up to Saturday class. So I'll go to a midweek city now and go to 1,900, and she'll get a nice benefit in weight and see if we're good enough there.
Well, even if she's not there, then would you sneak her back to South Australia?
Oh, well, there's plenty of options. With Hawkesbury and Adelaide. We've got options everywhere. So we'll just keep her away from the wet tracks. That's what she doesn't like, wet ground. So we're just following the sun.
No doubt. No wonder why they send her away from Tassie. It rains her every fortnight.
Yeah, they tell me that. So,
right, Martins
so, no,
and time to Dubbo, 3/4 by 2 1/4, 137.74. Martins and time to Dubbo, 3/4 by 2 1/4, 137.74.
Good on you, mate. Thanks for talking.
Thanks, mate. Thanks.
There he is, Dave, Tony McAvoy, and I can tell you, Dave, he'd have the best setup you've ever seen at Hawkesbury. For those people that want to get a horse trained just off the city, I think I'd be certainly looking at Tony McAvoy. He's got a lot of options. He's a very, very astute trainer, and he's a nice bloke.